How is it that some people completely transform in just a few months, while most end the year feeling like nothing really changed? We set goals, we know what we should do, and somehow we are still stuck starting over again and again. This isn't a knowledge problem, it's an execution problem. Studies show that 92% of people who set goals never achieve them. Only 8% actually follow through. But what if in just 90 days you could become genuinely unrecognizable? Not because you are doing more, but you are being so intentional about the things that you are doing that it changes your identity. So here's a breakdown of today's video. We're going to talk about the real reason why you are not being able to stick with your goals and achieve them, what the 12-week year actually is, how to achieve more with just one goal instead of having 10, and how to create a domino effect in your life. At the end, I'm also going to share with you the exact system that I've been using for the past 3 years and how you can implement that for you too. Before we dive in, a quick thank you to Everbee Store, who's kindly sponsoring this video. If you sell digital products or you're planning to, or maybe you have an Etsy shop and you want to go beyond, you want to start your own website but you just don't have the time and you can't really pay for 10 subscriptions just to have a functional website, Everbee Store is the most time-efficient solution for those creators who want to go beyond. You can turn your Etsy shop into a professional website without having to pay thousands for a developer or a designer. And the best part is that you don't need a huge financial commitment to get started. It's only $1 in the first month using my link below. Okay, now let's go back and talk about how can you become truly unrecognizable in just 90 days. The biggest reason why most people don't follow through with their goals is because they rely on motivation instead of systems. But neuroscience shows that habits become automatic when repeated in stable contexts. A 2023 research paper explained how repeated behaviors literally reshape neural pathways and make actions effortless over time. So if something feels hard at first, it's not because you're not smart enough, but because your brain is rearranging itself to adapt to that new thing. When I started filming YouTube videos, editing especially, it used to be such a huge effort to just edit the video. Sometimes it would take me days to edit a 10-minute video, and now it just feels easy and I actually enjoy the process because my brain actually rewired itself and adapted to that new identity and that new goal. This is why random bursts of motivation do nothing for your long-term growth, but consistent and intentional effort, that's where your entire identity begins to shift. This year, I've done over 100 one-to-one calls with clients, with customers, and a common problem that I've seen with creatives that are struggling to reach their goals and to reach their financial freedom and create things that actually get results from it, it's because of this half bridge problem. Imagine you are stuck in an island and you need to build a bridge to get to your dream island. This is where you get your dream car, your dream house, dream life is in that island. You need to build a bridge to get to that place. So you start a new project and you are very excited to build this bridge to get to your goal. But once you get halfway, you realize that it was harder than you expected and you lose motivation, you get discouraged, you become frustrated, and you just leave that bridge and you start building another bridge. But the problem is by the end of the year, you have 7 unfinished bridges, you are feeling completely overwhelmed, you are burned out, you are struggling to keep up with things, and mostly you are not getting results. You're barely being able to keep up with your expenses because you are just busy doing so many things, but you haven't finished any bridge. I see this with so many creators because they are very talented, they are smart, they are hardworking. It's not that they are not capable, it's that they are trying to cross 7 bridges at once instead of fully crossing one. When you choose one goal, you unlock something called the domino effect. This is something that James Clear mentions on his book, and he also explains explains about keystone habits. These are small changes that you make in your life, but they have a ripple effect in different areas of your life. So for example, let's say you start exercising, you start going to the gym every morning, and you realize that once you come back from the gym, you eat healthier, you drink more water throughout the day, you go to bed early, your sleep gets better, you feel more confident, you get more done without forcing it. That's the domino effect, and that's exactly what we want. Let's say your goal for the new year is to build a profitable online business selling your own digital products. This is your big goal for the year. So what you're going to do, you're going to break it down into smaller goals that you can do each quarter. So let's say quarter one, you're going to focus on growing your subscribers, hitting 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. What do you need to do? What are the actions and the habits that you need to implement in order to hit that goal? That can be publishing one video a week. That can be through publishing shorts in short form content. Once you get clarity on what you want and what you need to do, you just need to put the system in place and focus on the small activities and habits that you need to implement, and that will eventually lead to that goal. And that's the only bridge you are walking to get to your dreams island, to your freedom island, where you make the money, where you have sales coming in during the day, where you have more time with your family, where you have more time to take care of yourself, where you have more money in your savings and investments, because you focused on that one thing and you now have the results and you are not burned out. Once that system is set up, you just need to focus on the smaller tasks and habits. So let's say every Tuesday is your filming day, every Friday is your editing day, and that's how you become unrecognizable, not by doing something really dramatic or posting something 10 times a day like Alex Hormozi, but by being consistent and repeating those actions and habits for 90 days. Because your life doesn't change in the big moments, it changes day by day. When you sit down to script a video idea, when you sit down and take a course on how you can edit your videos, when you spend some time looking for ideas and engaging with your audience and answering comments, all of those little things, they compound, and that's what makes you change your identity. That's what shifts the way that you see yourself. That's how boosts your confidence. And note that you are not just building a YouTube channel. You are not just publishing content and creating product. You are building an identity of a person that shows up, that follows through, the kind of person that when they say they're going to do something, they actually do it, and people trust them. Not only they trust themselves, but people around them trust them, because if that person said that they will do something, they go and do it. They follow through. They are disciplined. They take the action, even if it's uncomfortable. You might say, Leticia, I have no idea. Who do I want to become? What are the goals that I should focus on? What should be like my one thing? Because I have so many options. You don't have full clarity on who you want to become and what's your one thing. Go back and watch my previous video. I give you a completely free template that you can just download it. You don't need to sign up or do anything. You can just get the template and follow the exercises during the video. At the end of it, you're gonna have so much clarity, and when you finish, you can come back to this video and start organizing your goals using the 12-week year system. Okay, and how the 12-week year system actually works. Step number one, you are going to define what is your one annual goal. This is the big vision that you have for the year. This can be build a profitable YouTube business. That can be launch a digital product shop on Etsy. That can be turn my side hustle into my main source of income. That should be a goal that really motivates you, that is connected to your why, to your values, and also that is aligned with the identity of like the person that you want to become. Once you have clarity on that, you're going to move to step number two, which is where you're going to break this big goal into 4 quarterly goals. I have one goal for Q1, one for Q2, one for Q3, and one for Q4, all related to this one goal. Let's stick with this example because we've been using that throughout the video. Let's say you want to build your YouTube business. You want a business that's profitable, that you can make, let's say, 5K a month from YouTube. Think about what could be your quarterly goal for Q1 that will support you in this goal. Step 3, you're going to think about what are the actions and habits that I can implement to help me achieve this. Your nervous system loves repetition, and this is where execution becomes easy, because once you have your 12-week year plan all set up, all your actions, all your habits, all you need to do is to execute it. Step number 4 is completely optional, but it's something that I really recommend, which is to gamify your experience. Gamify this process somehow in a way that reinforces this new identity that you want to build, and in a way that feels exciting for you. For example, last week I had a goal of writing scripts for my video. So I was writing these video ideas and I was dragging myself to do it. So what I did to kind of motivate myself, I gave myself a reward. Once I finish all these scripts, I'm gonna go to my favorite wellness cafe, have a matcha. I will have a call with person that I'm gonna do a podcast with very soon. Just made that more fun. So think about how can you gamify this experience for you. 5, which is also really important, because by each week you can just analyze your progress, you can adjust your goal if that's necessary. So you're gonna have feedback and change it throughout. You don't have to wait until the end of the 12 weeks to change something. The reason why this works is because it simplifies your life, it reduces overwhelm, it aligns your habits with your new identity, it compounds your effort and stabilizes your nervous system, and it builds confidence through action and evidence. Transformation doesn't happen because you try harder. It happens because you repeat the right behaviors long enough for your identity to shift. The truth is, you don't need a dramatic life change to become unrecognizable. You just need intentional effort, simple habits, one goal to commit fully for the next 12 weeks. If you are tired of starting over, tired of always interrupting and building half bridges that don't give you any results, and tired of feeling like you have so much potential but you're not getting the momentum, then choose one goal, one identity, and one domino habit that is going to have that ripple effect in your life. If you want to use the same system that I've been using for the past 3 years, I actually created a hub with not only the templates but also different resources that I found, notes that I have from the book, and other different resources that will help you set your goals and achieve them. I'll leave the link in the description so you can check my 12-week year hub. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. I deeply appreciate you and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.